All right. All right, guys. I'm so glad I'm back here. This one isn't private, obviously. The way that I'm going to be doing my lives, I don't know if anybody got to see it in the community board, but my lives are, for the most part, except for this one, okay, and the ones that I tell you about, are going to be live and by private link only. Email it to me if you're interested to see the other lives. But this one, I don't have to make this private at all. Okay, I mean, we've been watching this in the news, and I've talked about this before. This whole debacle going on between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Wow, man, I feel for Johnny. I really, really do. And this is not just coming from a fan. I've been a fan of his for. No, mommy, I'm good. I'm good, honey. I got. Mommy doesn't stop being mommy. I've been a fan of his since 21 Jump Street, okay? And even before then, it's like, we all seen the pictures of young Johnny, right? I love him as a character actor and, in the dramatic roles. It really is a chameleon, right? And it's such a shame when simply defending yourself and defending your honor and your good name becomes something where you're the villain for defending yourself, all because of a woman. And I use that term very loosely. Okay, that's a demon right there. Possesses the Jezebel, Delilah, and demon spirits. All the demon spirits within one individual. Okay. Looking at this case, I'm not sure how we were expecting that Johnny was going to actually come out of this, being that this is a woman that would do anything for survival. She's a karmic, and she would do anything for survival. Karmics do anything they can to survive. Look, man, these are the type of broads that would chew off their own arm if it was caught in a bear trap just to get out. Okay? They would chew off their own fucking arm. Okay? So let's not put anything past this chick, okay? She would do anything. She would sell her own fucking mother up the river if it meant that she was going to make a name for herself. She's a nobody. Even to this day, she's a nobody. Tell me, how many films have you seen her in that are not watched because she was attached to Johnny Depp in some way, shape, or form? She's a leech. She's a leech. Do you know what a leech looks like, guys? They're quite gross. If you put one on your back, they're these slimy bugs that suck your blood, okay? They're vampiric. They're parasitic, okay? Hey, Lilith. Yes, she is, Maribel. Yes, she is. Yeah, she's an actress. Oh, she calls herself an actress, Lilith. I mean, she calls herself an actress. I've seen her work. And there's a reason why she had to latch herself on to Johnny Depp, just to get any kind of good roles. Now, she's fighting tooth and nail this petition to remove her from Aquaman 2. The girl can't act. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. She can't act, okay? She's trying to be a character actor just like Johnny Depp. She's a fucking parasite. Excuse me if I sound a little nasal. I don't know if it's an allergies or a cold or whatever, but I'm still here. Okay, so if I'm a little nasally sounding, that's why. Actress, yeah. Actress, quote unquote. Let me tell you something. This is the same chick that, and these narcissists, they have the same kind of MO. As soon as you start pointing out their flaws, right? They'll do one of two things. They'll either try to discredit you, or they will block any comments that are negative. Okay. Now, I was up under there when this whole thing broke out on Twitter and Instagram and everything. I was up under there with the rest of the fans in support of Johnny. Yes, I was. Ripping her a new one. She blocked me. She tried blocking me. She didn't block me. But she did delete my comment, and I copied and repasted it, copy and repasted it, copy and repasted it. You ain't getting away from it. You're not getting away from this. We see you for what you are. Poor Johnny fell in love with the image of you, okay? You played on his good heart, good name. Tell me something, guys. If anybody would have anything to benefit from this, it would be the people that had spent a long time with him. This would be their opportunity to talk against him, okay? If any of this were true, okay? Winona Ryder said that she can't wrap her head around these accusations, okay? And she spent 4 years dating him, okay? I think we all stand that relationship, okay? Johnny and Winona, they were just beautiful together, okay? Then he was married for, I think it was 20 something years, okay, to, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, to Vanessa Paradis, okay, which she was actually married to the man, okay, had children by him, okay. Now, if any of this transpired, okay, and Johnny has openly admitted to him using, controlled substances and being a drinker. So it's not like he's hidden any of these things, okay? He's been completely forthcoming and completely truthful and honest, okay? So it's not like he hid any of those things, but Amber takes these things, and this is what a Jezebelian Delilah does, okay? This is what she does. She knows that he drinks or whatever the case may be, and uses that to bait him, okay? This is what she does. If you notice, some of the entered in evidence was of a clip of him being on this tirade or whatever, and notice how she doesn't record until he is in reaction mode, but not what she did to incite that reaction. She only pressed record when she can act, and she's not a very good actress, okay? And we've established that from the beginning of this video, okay? She can't even act when she's, behind closed doors. It's like, all of all of the facial inflections and everything. And you guys know that I do my detective work here, okay? I've been doing that for a hot minute now. And you can even see it in her face. It's like, it's so put on. It's so put on. The only people that she's going to be able to convince are, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, man haters, okay, of this thing that she's trying to sell to us, or men that want to sleep with her. And she knows this. She knows these are the two areas, the two groups that she's going to be able to pander to. So this is why she does what she does, okay? Tell me why we're only getting his reaction, but not everything from the very beginning. I'm sorry, bitch. We see you for what you are. Amber Heard, of all the karmics that we have ever talked about on this channel, and we've talked about them for a while, I feel like, just look at the thumbnail that I put for this video, okay? That's who they are. That's them. They have this perma frown on their face all the time, okay? That's their true face, okay? They're never happy. They're never satisfied. They have this inability to be satisfied. They have this inability for fulfillment, okay? And since she wasn't getting the roles on her own through her own acting, quote unquote, ability, she had to leech on to somebody known in the business like Johnny Depp, okay? These are two people that probably should have never gotten together, okay? He's in his 50s. She's in her 20s, right? Or in her 30s, whatever. It's like, first of all, you have that age gap, okay? And second of all, he's already a seasoned veteran when it comes to acting, okay? He's a character actor, okay? He has been, you don't say the name Johnny Depp and not mention at least 5 films that he's been in, okay? Amber Heard, can you do that? Can you do the same thing? No, I think not. But let's go to the chat for a minute, okay? Yes, copy and repost is my best friend. Let me just hold on. Let me just text here. Hold on. Because I see one of my girls, but I don't see my other girls on here. So let me just hold on. Just give me a minute here. Okay. There, just make sure that it's there. Okay, because sometimes my phone's a little slow. Okay, so being that he lost this libel case, now let's break this down. Let's not look at this from the outside. Okay, let's look at this from the inside. Who runs the Sun? First of all, the name of it, the Sun, right? The light bearer. Who's the light bearer? Lucifer. You see where I'm going with this, right? Of course he's gonna lose. Of course you're fighting the devil. You know, it's like, you know, when it's the media, and who runs the media? Of course he was gonna lose this one. But Johnny's a fighter. He said that he's going to what is that word that you use when you fight a decision? Appeal. He's going to appeal. And we're right behind you, Johnny. Tell me what we got to do. I'll make all the petitions in the world. Okay? Because let me tell you something. I'm personally invested in this case because of the simple fact that we see Amber Heard in all of these clinics. Okay? We see her there. Okay? It's like, you know, no matter what they look like, we see Amber Heard's. She's like a demon spirit. She's a walking demon spirit. Yes, Amber, bitch, I'm talking to you. If you're looking at this video right now, because I've had my videos tried to be shut down when I was talking about the whole Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber thing, right? When I was talking about that, you know, I had a couple of shit happen to my videos. It's like, they're watching. They're just not going to show that they're watching because we're like peons, right, to them. We're like little insignificance to them, but you're still watching my shit. Anyway. Any old way. Let's continue. You know what that is, Lilith? That I feel like they're trying to, you know what it is? It's very representative of how they don't want us to respond, right? They don't want us to respond to this injustice. So they're trying to make you mess up with the typos and everything. You know, it's not just something that when you're speaking, they mess up your speech. They can mess up how you try to input information as well, because that's an input of information, right? So anyway, so this chick, she's happier than a pig in mud, right? Right? Because she thinks that she's going to get she thinks she's going to get paid. Okay? You dumb bitch. First of all, you're a dumb bitch. If you're destroying his career, he's not going to be making money. If he's not making money, he's not going to be paying you, bitch. You're a dumb bitch. You didn't really think this through, did you? You didn't really think this through. You're stupid. You're over here trying to destroy the man. If he's not in Fantastic Beasts, he's not making any money. If he's not making any money, he's not paying you shit. You're a dumb bitch. You're a dumb bitch. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. How the fuck do you expect him to pay you? How do you expect him to pull money out of his ass? Really? He's going to pull money out of his ass when you're fucking destroying his opportunity to make money? And then you want to make money off of him? You're a dumb bitch. You're a dumb bitch. You're stupid as you look. You're as stupid as you look. But I'm going to sip my juice on that. Anywho. I don't know what it is about this case that kind of inflames me. I can pick a couple of things off one hand, but you know, I see so much of what I've been talking about on this channel and other people have been talking about. Because let me tell you something, if you're a Johnny Depp fan, you know, you're probably going to be talking about this, you know, or if you're pro Amber Heard, you're probably going to be talking about this too. Okay. So either way, so, I don't know what's more insulting. The fact that she thinks that she is the poster girl for the rest of us when it comes to domestic violence. There are people that have actually gone through domestic violence, okay, had things thrown at them and had been thrown down the stairs and been beaten and this and that and the other thing. And then I don't know if anybody has ever seen that and I'm being told to show this scene. That scene, and I forget the movie with Jim Carrey that is in there. Me, myself, and Irene. I don't know. I don't know which one it is, but it's the scene where where Jim Carrey beats himself up. Okay. And the other guy comes into the men's room, is like, what the fuck is going on in here? I'm getting out of here. Right. I feel like she did these things to herself, took the pictures, and then tried to pass it off that he did it to her. Come on, man. Like I said, she's a survivalist. She's willing to fuck up that pretty face in order to get to her end game, okay? She knows that shit's going to heal up, okay? And she's been fucking, wringing this man out of money. So whatever money she needs to fix anything up, she takes it from him. But you're a dumb bitch. You're a dumb bitch, okay? You cater, as I said before, to two different types of people. You cater to people just like you that are kind of, and this is the thing, guys. There are karmics that are going to be looking at her to see how to do this. This, I feel more so than anything else. I mean, yes, I love my Johnny. I do. Okay, we all do. We all love Johnny. Okay, you all get our support. Okay, but more so, there are going to be karmics that are going to be looking to her to see how it's done, right? Because at the end of the tunnel here, it's all about money. Now let's go back to cutting this into little itty bitty pieces so that it's palatable, right? Because this is kind of like this. If you take this all in one fell swoop, it's going to choke you. So let's break it down into little pieces, okay? The Sun, it's a British tabloid, okay? It's a tabloid. It's a rag paper, okay? So their whole business is about running people's name through the mud, okay? Now, there are some people that could have said, well, Johnny could have ignored it and it would have kind of gone away, right? His attention to this kind of like, but you're trying to restore your good name. Now, I understand both sides of it, right? You're trying to restore your good name. You busted your ass to become who you are, simply by your good talent, okay? We've all seen Edward Scissorhands, which is a favorite of mine, okay? We've all seen all of the character acting he's done, okay? So now, she was coming after Pirates of the Caribbean. She was coming after Fantastic Beasts, but yet you still want to be part of Aquaman too. This is kind of telling me a lot. With all of this stuff that you're doing, all you have is that role in Aquaman 2. That's it. If you're working with the devil this much, this is all he can do for you. This is all he can do for you. Coming back to something that you did before. It's like, reprising a role that everybody is against. And, let me tell you something. Like I said before, I will sign that motherfucking petition to get you out. Say I won't. Say I fucking won't. Come on, man. So when we look at this Amber Heard, we're going to be kind of using her as like a poster girl for what not to be, what not to do. Okay. It's like, and even now that I have let you guys know of my position as the protectress of unions and marriages, okay, it's something I take very seriously, guys. This is not something that I take lightly. This is not a man-made label, okay? This is something that I was given, and I actually felt the crown being put on me. Do you know what that feels like? When you actually, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. You feel that crown being put on you. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Okay. This is so sacred to me, right? That seeing this as an example of what really needs to be eradicated, this type of dynamic where, this fucking karmic woman can come in and destroy a man's career, destroy a man's livelihood. It shouldn't be allowed. And, even though there's less of us than there is of them, we're still going to fight it, okay? Shit. We're scrappy as fuck, okay? We're going to fight this shit, okay? She's thinking that she can rally up all women. Okay? No, look, man. She's feeling that by her doing this, that she can get all women on the same page. And in so is the Jezebelian agenda come into full force. Okay? And it's been trickling in over the course since the 60s, right? It's been trickling in. Okay? Now, there are some people that say, oh, well, you know, if you're into the traditional roles, look, man, I'm not saying that, you know, there's something called man's work, there's something called women's work. You know, we all need to put our equal amount in, okay? But whatever God designed, okay, I'm going to uphold it because it's perfect in this design. Yeah, you got a few bad apples that tried to twist the rules around and tried to make it, you know, that one sex was over the other, okay? But people like Amber Heard kind of take that kind of rhetoric and fucking run with it and make it into an evil thing instead of, like, you know, trying to make this a little more even keeled. They're demonic. So the way she approaches this is going to be demonic. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Irene, yep, that's the one. Okay. Hey, Aquaria. Hey, my love. Yes, I got my girls. Okay. So, as I said before, I'm going to be following this for a bit. Okay, because this, you know, we're behind you, Johnny. So if you're listening, I know that I'm kind of like, you don't know that we exist over here. You know, your fans love you, but you don't know specifically that we exist. But we love you, Johnny. Okay? There's nobody else that I want to see doing these character roles, okay? I'm not going to think of Sweeney Todd with any other actor. I'm not going to think of Edward Scissorhands with any other actor. Now, watch people start coming out with the remakes. Oh my gosh. I'm calling it right now. Now, because of this whole thing, people are going to try to sink. There's a lot of greedy fucking people. I'm calling it right now. People are going to try to sink their teeth into this and try to remake these things with different actors. No, bitch. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So you just want to squeeze them out like a pimple, right? You just, because he's so popular, because he's so loved, you notice how anything that's loved is trying to be squeezed out? Come on, guys. Come on. Because everybody loves him, because everybody, you know, men and women, you know, he's got, you know, all the guys that have come to his defense, they're like, he's a stand-up dude, right? The women that have come to his defense, these are not just randoms, okay? These are people that have shared a bed with him, have shared a life with him, okay? For many, many years, they've gone through Christmases and Halloweens and all of these holidays together and birthdays and anniversaries, several of them to the span of 10 and 20 years plus, okay? So if anybody has something that they can go on, that they can really be a credit, it's them. Especially Vanessa Paradis. Now, I love me some Winona Ryder too. I do. I love her too. Okay. But Vanessa Paradis is the one that was actually married to this man, had children by him. Okay. So if there was any opportunity to support Amber Heard, if he was this way, this would have been the perfect opportunity, but they didn't. Now, I do want to address J.K. Rowling, that fucking treacherous I love me some Harry Potter. I do. Okay? I'm a geek that way. But she did not have to go there. She did not. You can't play Switzerland with certain shit. You can't. Only to protect your bag. This is what it's coming down to, dollars and cents. She was in support of him before. After he lost the case, then she's like, well, you got to do what you got to do. Basically, I'm going to ad-lib for you. You got to do what you got to do. Really, bitch? Really? Wow. Amber, if you're listening, everything that you're doing is going to blow up in your fucking face because you didn't think this out really, really, really deliberately, okay? Elaborately. You want to rake this man through the coals to get money out of him? If you destroy his career, you stupid cunt, he can't pay you shit, you stupid bitch. You're dumb. You are dumb as you look. But again, I'm going to sip my juice on that one. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Do not do it. Do not remake these things, okay? Like, there are certain roles that he would play that only Johnny could play them. Like the Mad Hatter. Who else is going to play the Mad Hatter? He plays the Mad Hatter, okay? Willy Wonka. All of these character actors, right? Or character roles, I should say, okay? You know, so for somebody so loved to have this heinous thing happen to him, and this is a portrait of the destruction of the masculine, right? And it's been happening in drips and drabs over the course of, I'd say, since Jezebel. Okay? You know, if you were to put a logo on this thing or a slogan on this thing, Jezebel, ... destroying men since the biblical times. Okay? And she just reincarnates in another fucking karmic female over and over and over and over again. Now, I've seen her outside a host. I've seen this bitch outside of a host. They have to be contained. It's better that they're contained in a body. Let me tell you this much. They will wreak havoc if they are not inside a body. Be glad that they're in a karmic, because if they were outside, I've seen them outside. Okay? I've seen her outside of a host. I'm like, nope, get back in that bitch. Get back in that bitch. At least we can deal with, at least we can deal with her when when Jezebel's inside her. Okay, running shit. Okay, at least we could deal with the entity more when it's in a karmic body. But if it's outside, oh, forget it. All hell will break loose. I'm telling you right now, it'll be pandemonium. Okay. Yep. This is Jezebel in hell. Oh my gosh, that's perfect, Lilith. Yes. Johnny, angry Johnny. This is Jezebel in hell. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? That's going to be the theme for this, okay? That one. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you, Lilith. Thank you. That's the perfect kind of a soundboard, kind of soundtrack for what's going on here. You don't want to see angry Johnny. Now, Johnny is a Gemini, okay? He's sweet, okay? But you don't want to see him angry. Is this what you're trying to do? Are you trying to bait him into being angry so you can prove your point? Oh, he's a angry drunk. Is that what you're trying to paint him as? Whatever the man's vices are, as long as he's not striking you, you're gonna try to use his vices against him. But that's what a Jezebel does. And she thought she was dealing with an Ahab spirit. No, Johnny is no Ahab. Johnny is no fucking Ahab, honey. Let me tell you something. He's not. He's not. Sorry, I'm stuffing my face over here. Johnny is no Ahab. Oh, and she's going to learn today. No. If I know anything about my Geminis, and shout out to my Geminis, if I know anything about my Geminis, we're going to let you see that face, but the face that's behind our comeback and our come up and, and our glow up, that's the other face, and we're not going to show you that face. We're going to show you this other face. You can do what you say, what you want to say, but when we come back, oh bitch. And I'm going to tell you, as somebody with their Mercury in Gemini, okay, this is why I speak the way I do. My Mercury's in Gemini. Figures, right? I can think of two different things at the same time. Boom, and kind of like, I'm very good at pulling both sides of the coin, and that's also due to my Libra moon. So, it's kind of something very, very effective, right? My voice is very effective. But don't mess with a sweet Gemini, because they can turn the other face. They can turn the other face, okay? She's thinking she got him over a fucking barrel. No, bitch. No. I'm going to tell you right now what I'm feeling with this is that when the pendulum swings in his favor, she's going to be, oh boy. And this is something that she's not going to be able to charm her way out of. She's not going to be able to, give the puppy dog eyes to, like, if you guys saw her on trial, right, when she was giving her quote unquote testimony, it was so put on, so fake. You know what? I'm going to pull it up. Let's see here. Amber Heard. I can only imagine what's going on Twitter. I can only imagine what's going on Instagram. You know what? Let me fucking see. I gotta see. And I'm going to read it to you guys. Hold on. Let me just go to this thing here. And just type her in, Amber Heard. Let's see here. Amber Heard is an abuser. Yes, she is. There's a whole ass website exposing Amber Heard. Let's see what she says on hers. Hold on. Is this bitch kidding? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. You gotta give me a minute here because this is a little slow. I've noticed that there's not a lot of comments here because she's monitoring the comments now. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, she's going through all of the comments to make sure that they're all positive. Let's see here. Let's go to a different one here. Okay, so this is exposing Amber Heard. Hold on. Listen to this. Rich, famous white guy. Wasn't her next conquest after Johnny, the very rich and very white Elon Musk? She's not the brightest, is she? Yeah, she also abused her girlfriend as well. How, there's I feel like, and there are spells that you can do, which we discussed on this channel, for exposing purposes. When you're about to go to court and you know that there's overwhelming evidence against you, especially what you're saying to the contrary, there are spells that you could do to kind of win a case. But this is the thing. She knew that she had a chance of winning this because this is the Sun. It's a rag paper. Okay. It's a British tabloid. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. If I was Johnny's lawyer, okay, and this is pulling on the Libra moon in my chart, right? I probably would have said, it's a rag. Ignore it. It'll go away on its own. You're paying attention to it is giving it, it's not legitimate, but it's giving them legitimacy. Oh, wait, if he's defending himself, why is he defending himself? Why is he coming to his defense, right? So he could have ignored it. I think that would have really not given her a leg to stand on with this, okay? He could have ignored it, knowing that she's an emotional baiter, and this is what they do. It's for survival, okay? he could have ignored it. Because how many times do these rag papers print these things about celebrities, and all the celebrities ignore them, and they go on making money, they go on making films? Okay, Johnny's sensitivity and him wanting to vindicate himself and clear his good name, he could have ignored it. If you would have ignored it, not to say that it would have gotten away, but his attention is the only thing that's giving it, in their eyes, legitimacy. Okay, so speaking as a lawyer, as a spiritual lawyer, okay, he could have ignored it. He could have ignored it because that's giving them legitimacy, and then he gets into this legal battle, and it's a distraction. It's a distraction. My homegirl Lilith and I were talking about this just, hours ago, or a day ago, right? That it's a distraction, right? Whenever these karmics do something to emotionally bait you, it's a distraction from what you're supposed to be doing, okay? So let them talk. Let them talk. Who cares? It's a karmic saying this. Who cares? Who cares? Really, you can wipe it where the sun don't shine. Let me tell you something. I'm going to give you an example. I know I'm not the most liked person here on this platform, and a couple of people have come for me, but it's only when you give them what they want that you're trying to build up their legitimacy case against you. Pass it where the sun don't shine, love. Pass it where the sun don't shine. Please. It's a karmic saying this about you. Now, if it was the Most High saying this, then you need to listen. Okay? If it was the Most High, or if it was the Holy Spirit or Yeshaya saying this, then you can perk your ears up and pay attention. But if it's a karmic, who cares? It's a demon. Who cares? Yep. Put your blinders on and move forward. You don't see him, you don't hear him. That's it. Boom. It's like, think of how successful, how ahead of the game you could have been. Because let me tell you something. As a twin, as a high being, everything you touch is supposed to turn to gold. Okay? You're supposed to innately have the Midas touch. And when any of these bitches come for you, and when any of these, I'm sure things are being said about me right now, right at this moment. Who cares? I'll pass it where the sun don't shine. There's a lot ample cheek back there, okay? I'll pass it where the sun don't shine, okay? Pass it where the sun don't shine. Move forward and concentrate on your bag, right? Right. Who gives a shit what a karmic bitch has to say? Who cares, guys? Who cares? I'm going to tell you, for my fellow people that do karmic readings, you got to stop doing these karmic readings because it's giving them their attention. You got to stop doing these karmic readings. I'm saying it. I'm saying, the one that put the shit on the map. I'm saying you got to stop doing the karmic readings. It's giving them this popularity that, even through exposing what they're doing. It's like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Right? And they may thumbs down your video, and they may come into the comments like a fucking troll and say XYZ, but they like the fact that you're doing this. So the Amber Herds, they're all Amber Herds. They're all Amber. They're all Amber to me. All of them. All of them. I don't care what their name is. They're all Amber. Stop giving them airtime. Moving on. With this Amber Heard chick, the reason I'm bringing her up is because of the threat that people like her are to really what's trying to be brought onto the planet right now, which is a reestablishing of the original divine templating. Okay. And that's what I'm here to do, to protect it. Okay. So if I got to do a couple of videos about these bitches, okay, whatever. All right. I know what I just said, but fuck it. You know what? They're going to be de vez en cuando. They're going to be sometimes. I'm not going to devote my whole YouTube career on that. Okay. So what do we do to protect ourselves? And I'm talking to the men right now. Okay. Because as a Taurus is a bull. It's not, it's I'm not masculine, but it's the uh masculine version of the cow, of the bovine, right? It's like, there's the bull and then there's the cow, right? I understand because of that placement there. It's stolid, it's steady. I understand how the male mind works, and that's really important here. If you don't understand how the male mind works, then you're going to be in disarray. Okay? What's happening right now is that there's a reestablishing, burgeoning onto the surface of the original divine templating that was originally meant to be here. Burning out any of the karmic energies. And karmic energies could be male or female. Okay? It doesn't have to be always be female. Okay? There are male karmics as well. Okay? And sometimes they're worse than the female karmics that we've been talking about. Okay? Sometimes they're worse. Okay? Sometimes it's hard to differentiate just because one has a penis, one has a vagina. It's hard to differentiate who's the bitch here, right? Because they both act the same way. You have a karmic female and a karmic male, and they both act like karmic bitches, okay? But I don't want to make any bones about what I'm trying to do here. I feel like this is the perfect impetus for me to really explore this position that I have as the divine protectress of the divine unions, okay? And whether you're a twin flame or not, okay, you don't have to be a twin flame to look at my channel. You don't, okay? The templating is not just for twin flames, okay? It's through the twin flames, but for the whole good of the planet. So that this whole Amber Heard, Johnny Depp fiasco doesn't repeat itself in other couples, okay? Just burn the shit out, okay? And these karmics are running out of tricks. They really are. They're running out of things to do and say. They really are. Okay, it's like, they're kind of going back in the bag of what has worked before. Can we recycle that? Okay. But Amber Heard, I'm going to tell you right now on this motherfucking channel, you get no love, bitch. You get no love. I don't care what you call yourself, a fighter against domestic violence, bitch. You are the domestic violence. You are it. You are it. You are the fist. Okay. You are that. You are a representation of what we're trying to fight. We're trying to fight against this. And for those that are true domestic violence survivors, my heart goes out to you. Your voice is that first step in bravery in speaking your story. If you feel like using this platform to tell your story, the comments are open. Go ahead. We need to hear from you. You have a voice here. Okay? Now, domestic violence is not just the women. It's the men too. It's the men too. I know that it's a little harder for you guys because of the whole, is this a macho, whatever. It's going to make me look as some type of way. I want you to kind of throw that to the side. Okay? This is all for us to support each other. Okay? And in the interest of the subject matter of this particular live, if you're a guy and you want to share your story, you're free to share your story. Okay? Same with the women. Okay? And for those that want to be like Amber Heard and try to take down an innocent man, I mean, yes, he has his vices. We all have our vices, okay? I'm addicted to sweets, okay? I love sweets. I can't stop eating the little gummy lifesavers things, and they're so good. It's like I can't stop. Okay, yes, I'm gonna probably become a diabetic, after when this is all done. God forbid. Okay, like I need that with everything else. Okay, but you don't take somebody's vices and use that as a platform to try to destroy somebody that never fucking laid a hand on you, bitch. It's like, come on, man. And she's going to rue the fucking day. I'm telling you, there's going to be public humiliation. You tried to rake this man through the coals. What you try to do to him, it's going to happen 10 times more. Forget about this threefold rule. Forget about that. 10 times, okay? We're going biblical on this channel, honey, okay? 10 times. So don't do it if you don't want it done to you. Golden rule, motherfucker, golden rule. Don't do it unless you want it done to you. Please, bitch. And with that, I end this broadcast. Thank you so much for listening. Amber, you a bitch. You're always gonna be a bitch. You're gonna die a bitch, okay? You know what's gonna she's a flea. She's a flea. She's a maggot. She's nothing that can support, right? She's nothing that can support. She's a flea. She's a maggot. And they're really kind of driving this one home. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That part in Aladdin where where Aladdin says, look, Abu, it's very rare that you see a horse with two rear ends, right? and then the guy sneers, right? He goes, "You are born a street rat, you'll die a street rat, and only your fleas will mourn you." Yeah, on the flip side, I guess we can kind of use that to illustrate this bitch. She's a burglar. She's a burglar. She's a thief. She just goes from every man and woman on Hollywood and tries to take out whatever she can take from them. Okay, Amber, you a bitch. Nothing good ever grows from you. Okay, and Johnny, we love you. We support you. You got your support here. It doesn't matter what they try to do to you. You still have the support, and this is why these karmics hate anything. I said it before, I'll say it again. I feel like even though he's not your typical look of a divine masculine, I feel like Johnny Depp has divine masculine qualities about him. Okay? He is. Okay? I don't know if per se he is the divine masculine. That's not for me to say. But he has divine masculine qualities, right? Traits. Okay? And that's why people like Amber Heard come for him. It's a karmic situation. And the more he tries to get away from her, the more she tries to put her claws in, okay, by trying to get money from him. Bitch, you ain't going to make no money off of him if you're destroying him, you stupid bitch. Anyway, enough. I'm not going to keep recycling this. I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care, you guys.